Hi, and welcome back to I'm a Happy Enchilada. And if this is your first time with us, thanks so much for tuning us in. Now, whether you're watching our video version of Enchilada on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, or listening to our audio version on virtually all other sites, we appreciate you being a part of our Enchilada family. So be sure you hit follow or subscribe to be sure you don't miss a single episode. And please share us with your friends, family, and co-workers. And thanks, we appreciate it. Now, let's get to our topic for today, shall we? It's disappointment. It's a big topic that covers all areas of our lives. And we'll take a look at what it's all about, how it feels, how it affects our lives, and what we can do to deal with it more effectively. So, disappointment is described as sadness or displeasure caused by the non-fulfillment of one's hopes or expectations. An example of disappointment is when you plan your dream home and your crazy builder makes many mistakes and it turns out terrible. As an emotion, disappointment is described as a form of sadness, a feeling of loss, an uncomfortable space between our expectations and reality. When we believe that there's something we must have to be happy and fulfilled, we can set ourselves up for disappointment. Interestingly enough, a decrease in resistance to drug cravings is a common response to disappointment. The feeling is inextricably linked with the brain chemical dopamine, which is well known for its role in driving addictions. Can disappointment make you feel sick, you ask? Well, yes. Something you said or did is making you feel sick and you just want to hide. Well, this reaction might be because the shame you're feeling inside is affecting you physically. But more often, disappointment leads to sadness, anxiety, loneliness, depression, and loss of hope in life. It can become a chronic thing. And entitlement is a trait driven by exaggerated feelings of deserving and superiority and leads to chronic disappointment, unmet expectations, and a habitual self-reinforcing cycle of behavior with dire psychological and social costs, according to new research data. Now, I've got to say, disappointment has taken on a whole new meaning for me. It's a strong word with a much deeper meaning than I ever realized. Excuse me. So let's look at some ways to learn how to change our views and reactions to disappointment. Learn new ways to deal with resentments in our everyday lives. Work on resolving long-term disappointments we're still harboring and reduce the possibility of creating new ones for ourselves. Well, yeah. So here we go. Here's some ways. Let it out. Whether it's disappointment or anger, you need to feel it and let it out. And get perspective. Communication with friends and family about your disappointing situation can help bring some much needed clarity. Know your own heart. Practice self-acceptance. And don't let it fester. I like those a lot. And a few ways to deal with people that have let you down. Well, allow your feelings. Acknowledge your unmet needs. Take care of yourself. Decide if you need to speak up. That's a good one. Examine your expectations and set boundaries if you need to. And how about letting go of past hurts? Oh yeah. First, make a decision to let it go. Things don't disappear on their own. Express your pain and your responsibility. Stop being the victim and blaming others. And focus on the present. Forgive them and yourself. And here's some simple ways to respond to disappointment. Manage your expectations of others. Be thankful for what you receive from others. And Look at the intentions of others, not your feelings. Well, that's a lot of suggestions for dealing with disappointments in your life, I know. And as always, take what you like and leave the rest. And lastly, let me leave you with some great suggestions on how to communicate your feelings to someone who hurt or disappointed you so you are heard. Important. First, start with why what you want to say is important. Briefly describe what happened that felt hurtful or disrespectful. Say how their behavior made you feel, the impact. Ask for what you need going forward. And by reinforcing why you are making this request. Wow, that's a recipe for success if I ever heard one. Well, that's all I've got. So, until next time, God bless and be a happy enchilada. Bye.